So in part 3, let's just look in detail as to why the butt of the club rises to the plane and falls, because that's what's happening. The shaft starts in the address plane, it rises to the optimum biomechanical swing plane, and most of the time it returns to a higher address, or a higher plane than it was at address. Now, the reason for that is this. If I take my arms and my body and make a human wheel, you can see the very simple rotational mechanism of the shoulders. So our first problem with golfers is our palms are sort of glued together. We have a grip. So now my shoulders can turn through 90 and back through 180. Now, if the club were a straight extension of that, all would be well. But the fact of the matter is, there's an angle between the arm and the shaft. So, if the club is opposite my sternum, there's an imaginary spoke that goes from the sweet spot to my upper sternum. But the butt of the club is well below the plane. So, if I show you the 3 hinge drill here, 90 degrees of wrist hinge, I stick my little finger out, around that axis, the butt of the club rises, and the butt of the club is now risen into my biomechanical plane. And all I'm left with is the need to turn the shoulder. So a blended movement looks like this. That's in plane. There's a lot going on. The wrists are hinging, the forearms are rolling and rising as the torso is coiling. It's really rather complex. So let me do a special deal. Let me do 3 for the price of 2. This bend and the raising of the butt of the club is taken care of for free. If you understand that the golf swing is 1/3 wrist and 2/3 shoulder, the complexity of the butt of the club rising and falling is taken care of. So your coach needs to understand it, and you might need to understand it, but you don't take it to the golf course. It's far too complicated. You go back to basics and say, right, I've got good grip and good posture. If my left shoulder hits my throat, then I'm going to be in my optimum biomechanical plane. The fact is, the wrist's hinged as the forearms rolled and raised, and then you turn the shoulder. There's a lot going on. So let me show you that with actually some shots. I'm going to start at my address plane with the shaft. I'm going to coil into my biomechanical plane and hit the shot. Now I'm hitting a draw spin shot here. That's my chosen shot. Okay, load the shoulder under the throat and release. Start the board just down the right hand side and a nice bit of neutral draw. So, let's do that again for you. You see the shaft plane parallel to it. I'm going to go into my biomechanical plane. And Simon, my cameraman, he'll put a graphic line in there for you, so there'll be a yellow line from the ball to my upper sternum. So here we go. Coil and release the draw. Okay, I'm going to hit your fade now. When you hit your fade, the shaft will stay lower. Got a nice bit of cut spin going on that one, perfect control. Actually, I absolutely buttoned that one with that hint of cut. But you'll see the shaft stayed lower when I played the fade.